Ladies and gentlemen, Dasha sits to chat with Bennett on Most Requested Live.
Dasha, so good to have you back on Most Requested Live. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh my gosh, congratulations on life. I mean, from Austin to the album to you announcing your first headlining tour, right? You put the tour dates up last week. They sell out in 24 hours. Like,
crazy.
What? Like, is your head spinning right now?
Yeah, it definitely is because, like, you know, when people have a hit song and they go on tour, sometimes it just like does not correlate at all. And I was just so happy to see that people were so excited to see me, and like I'm so excited to get out there and you know, show people the other songs and the rest of the tracks on the album and get to meet fans and get to touch them and like, yes, it's so exciting. So it's gonna be great.
It's so true because like there's so many songs that do well that are hits, but like there's substance behind this. They want to see you. They want to be a part of this experience. They want to see you live. And the whole time I'm seeing this whole transpire, I'm thinking about your parents as well, because from what I understand, you were performing since you were a little girl, right? Like 10 years old, coffee shops and farmers markets, and your parents are right there alongside you. Are they freaking out right now seeing your trajectory and seeing you go?
Yeah, they definitely are. They're just as happy as I am. It's so amazing to have parents that like wanted this just as bad as I did. My dad was actually just at the Opry with me for my debut, and he was crying. We had tissues for him. It was a whole thing. It was so fun.
Oh, yeah. Dad. But I mean, like, that's freaking amazing seeing your daughter perform at Grand Ole Opry. Like,
yeah.
What?
It was wild. I like couldn't even believe I was up there at the same time. I was like, is this really happening right now? Like, am I up here?
Did that 10-year-old girl think that was going to happen? Like, was that always what you thought it would be, or you were just
sure was working for it? Oh my God. I mean, I've always had no plan B. That's the best way to say it. And you kind of just have to like almost delusionally believe in yourself. Like, no, it's going to happen. So my whole life I've had that mindset, but for it to actually happen is just a totally different feeling. Right. It's like, oh, fuck. Sorry, but fuck. Like, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, you have those blinders on, you just keep on moving, right? And then here you are. And it's like, okay. It's
like, whoa. Yeah, it's a good reminder to like definitely enjoy the process and look around and be like, whoa, this is like the whole thing is the most amazing part about getting to do this as my job. And yeah, it just was really special.
And let's talk about Austin, which I mean, just blew up everywhere. I mean, from radio to TikTok, streaming. Is it crazy to see people all around the world dancing and singing along to your song? Like, it's got to be kind of, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. It was cool at the very beginning. I mean, it still is, but at the very beginning, because internationally, it was just going ham, like 3x US. And that was exciting. So I'm like, oh, your girl's global. Okay. Yeah. It's usually country music, like in the history, like it doesn't really travel overseas, you know? And for a while, Austin was just the highest country song ever in Europe, which is what? You know, so it's cool like seeing my song kind of break some rules in the country world. It's pretty cool.
For sure. And when you're putting this song together, writing it, recording it, do you feel that magic when you're in there? Like, I mean, you can't probably have any idea it'd be as massive as it was, or maybe you did, I don't know, but like, do you have that feeling?
Yeah, I didn't know it was gonna be this massive, trust me. This is blowing my mind every day. But when I wrote the song, we wrote it in like an hour. So we already had that magic of like, oh, this is something special. And we all left that session being like, this is the catchiest song we have ever written. I had this gut feeling about it, like this is gonna do something. And I mean, it brought me my team, my OG team, you know, back last summer when I just written the song, and I was like, here we are, like, what's gonna happen now? And yeah, it's just we definitely had the magic alive, but seeing it outperform any of my expectations has just been the coolest thing in the whole world.
And all these cool experiences like performing in stadiums and your headlining tour. And I saw your post recently on Instagram with Jelly Roll. I love Jelly Roll so much. And he had some like really sweet words. It was something like, you know, a lot of artists have a spark, but you're turning that spark into a fire. Like, really, really awesome to like meet some of these artists. Did you have any other cool experiences, like pinch me moments? Like, I'm in the same room too? Like, what?
Yeah, no. When I got a text from Keith Urban a couple weeks ago, I was like, hello, hi. And he was like, hey, you should come sing Austin at my show. Like, would love to come sing it with you. That was a pinch me moment of like, first off, fuck yes, I will be there.
Yeah.
Second off, whoa, yes. That was really cool because Keith is such like an icon in country, and he's such like a true musician. Like, and sound check with him and playing the show with him, we were just having so much fun because he loves music. He loves playing music, and like the spark was so alive in him even after all these years of touring and like all the bullshit artists have to go through. Like he's a pro, and definitely someone I look up to. So that was pretty cool.
That's a pretty cool cosign from him. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I think I'm doing something here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last time you were on Most Requested Live, you were talking about a deluxe album, right? You had a few more stories to tell. You were teasing some music on Instagram. Any dates that we could write down?
The deluxe version basically is just kind of finishing off the whole story of the album because the track list is so intentional. It tells us one story of this whole mess I was in, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of rounds it out and kind of tells the untold part of it. And this music we're adding on to the deluxe version is like my favorite music I've ever written in my entire life. And I'm so, so, so proud of it. And it's the perfect stuff to follow up Austin with, you know, showing myself like, hey, we got a whole career here we're building. So jump on board, guys.
I love that. I just love your songwriting where it is storytelling. It's very descriptive and like you're kind of put into this world. I was kind of curious about your process. Like, are you constantly writing on your phone? Are you singing ideas into your phone? Do you write it down? Like I'm old school. I'm like paper and pen kind of guy, writing notes to myself. What's kind of your speed?
A little bit of everything. Songs definitely come from like any type of inspiration. So whether it's like a title I'd written down or like a lyric I had written down, or I have so many voice messages on my phone of blah, 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 melody. Oh, this is cool. And sometimes I'll go through those and be like, oh, that was actually really cool. And then we'll write that song or whatever it is. But sometimes, you know, we're just like in the studio and messing around on guitar, and I'll hear like a little something, and then all of a sudden like a song will come to me. It's the weirdest thing. Like songs will just like come to you, or like lyrics will just come to me. And I'm like, I don't know where they're coming from, but something sparks it, and then all of a sudden it just falls out.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You're kind of like always working.
Yeah. There's no off days.
You're always
going.
I love asking songwriters this question: the song you wish you wrote.
I love this question. I have a playlist on Spotify called "Songs I Wish I Wrote."
Whoa, what?
So
this is meant for you.
On that question, I mean, there's so many. I could list a couple, like "Merry-Go-Round" by Casey Musgraves.
Ooh, yeah.
I wrote that so bad. "Stay" by Post Malone. Such a good song.
That's a really good song. I love that one a lot.
Some "Cop Car" by Keith Urban, originally written by Sam Hunt. Okay, that song's crazy. "Champagne Problems," Taylor Swift. That one's crazy. There's a lot.
These are good. I need that playlist. That playlist is fire.
Oh, the playlist is like top-notch songwriting. Yeah.
Well, your songwriting ain't too bad either. Austin, we love playing it on Most Requested Live. We look forward to the new single, the deluxe, and obviously we're going to see you out on the road too. We can't wait for your headlining tour. If we can get a ticket. I'm not sure how we get a ticket.
Oh, we got you. We got you.
All right.
Don't you worry.
Cool. All right, perfect. Thank you so much for the time, Dasha. Thank you for having back on Most Requested Live. I appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me. I'll talk to you soon.